Because immigration art is trapped in a profession with other lawyers, and other lawyers make things so unnecessarily complicated, I am compelled to show you this disclaimer. So, here it is. Welcome to another immigration art video. My name is Art Serratelli. I'm a partner here at the Immigration Law Group. We're a full-service law group with clients all over the world. If you guys have a question, no matter where you are in the world, give us a call. And no matter where you are in the United States, give us a call. So if you've got a question, we'll have an answer. The topic of today's video is what happens if you don't get selected in the H-1B lottery? All right, just from baseline information, what is an H-1B lottery? It's a crazy, self-destructive, from America's point of view, in my opinion, a self-destructive quota of 85,000 that we put on the number of H-1B applications in any given government fiscal year. In 2015, 233,000 people applied for a lousy, meager, wholly inadequate supply of 85,000. Shame on America. Shame. So, my job is now to help answer the question, what do you do if you don't get selected? So this video necessarily is going to be just an overview. It's going to be a short list of things to think about. If you want a written version of this video, email me and I will email you this written list. I came up with, off the top of my head, 9 different choices for you to think about if you don't get selected in the H-1B lottery. There's the text I'm going to send you right there, and I can send it to you from my phone. I'll send you the text. You want this list? Email me. All right, let's go down the list. Let's do it. Option number 1. Begin another F1 study program that immediately would allow for part-time CPT work authorization. Now that's easier said than done. Essentially, CPT is normally not allowed from the first day. You got to wait 2 semesters. So what happens is you have a job on OPT, you don't get selected for the lottery, and the employer still wants you to work. What do you do? If you can get into a program where all the students, American students, green card holding students, students lawfully attending the university in other immigration statuses, and you as an F1, all of you are required to work in the first semester as part of the training of that program, then this is a real option. Option number 2, if you're from Canada or Mexico, I'm just reading from my phone. I feel guilty. Forgive me. If you are from Canada or Mexico, then consider a TN visa. A TN visa basically is this. If you've got Canadian citizenship or Mexican citizenship and you're already in OPT in a job that appears on the TN list of jobs, then you don't need an H-1B to the H-1B. You get a TN. Option number 3, search for a job. You might have to change employers. You might have to quit. Again, this is embarrassing for America. Shame. You may have to quit your OPT employer and find employment with an organization that is exempt from this crazy H-1B lottery. The supply of H-1Bs for 3 types of organizations. The supply is infinity. It's however many people want them can get them. So who are these magic 3 employers that are exempt from this crazy lottery and the crazy April start of the lottery? There is no lottery with these kinds of H-1B employers. 1, every college and university in America is exempt from the quota. 2, every nonprofit organization connected, affiliated with a college or university is exempt from the quota. And 3, any standalone nonprofit research organization. Those are things like trade associations, think tanks, nonprofit research organizations in the health sciences, in public policy, in environmental science. I have a list of 8,000 of these nonprofit research organizations. 8,000. If you can't get a job from a choice of 8,000 organizations, well, that must mean then you don't really want to work for one of them. This isn't your bag. But a lot of students who call me are into social entrepreneurship and social policy that encourages good works while earning a living. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'll send you the list. Option number 4. Are you in love with an American citizen boyfriend or girlfriend? If you are, ding ding, you hit the jackpot. You skip over the work visa entirely and you get a green card. And how long does the green card take to show up after you apply for it through marriage? It takes, are you ready? Are you ready? It takes 5 months. 5 months, you get a green card if you marry an American. If you go to college and get a bachelor's degree or a master's degree or a PhD and you don't win the H-1B lottery, you know what you get? You get nothing. We're using rules that were written last century, and they're not cutting it in this century. America needs to get with the program. Consulting the phone once again. Consulting the phone. Option number 5. L visas. E visas are alternatives. If you work for multinational corporations, you may be eligible for an L or an E visa. Send me an email. I'll send you information about the L or the E visa. And I've got videos on these 2 subjects at the Immigration Art video channel on YouTube. Check it out.
And that's what you're looking for on YouTube. There I am talking about the L1, and here I am talking about the E1 and the E2.
Option number 6. Look for a G visa organization to hire you. Now again, remember, you're on OPT with some organization in the private sector, perhaps, and you got to quit. That's what makes me so furious. And now you got to quit because of a lottery? Awful, 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 awful. All right, what's a G visa? They're NGOs, non-governmental organizations. An NGO, there's only a 6-page list. I mean, it's finite. It's 6 pages. The federal government of the United States has formally recognized 6 pages of enumerated NGOs. If your employer that offers you a job is on that list, you get a special alternative to the H. It's called a G. Who's on the list? To give you an idea, the World Bank, the IMF, the United Nations, UNESCO, the World Health Organization, the Africa Development Bank, the Asia Development Bank. If you want the list, send me an email. Option number 7, change to B2 visitor status to get up to 6 months in order to prolong your ability to either find a job and get an alternative to the H visa or seek some other path as suggested by this 9-point list. Now, the B2 visa is a temporary stopgap measure, but I had a young lady from Arizona. Well, she lived in California, but she got a job in Arizona. She used the B2 visitor change of status to give her more time to secure a postdoc research position in an H-1B exempt organization. See how that worked? That was awesome. She used the visitor visa, the visitor status application to get more time to nail down a job at the Arizona State University, which is a Cap-exempt organization. Think about it. It's not that bad. Sometimes it's really practical. Option number 8, you could try to get a religious worker visa. Now, everybody thinks, oh, a religious worker. Wait, you want me to be a priest, a nun, a Muslim cleric, a rabbi? No. There are also jobs with religious organizations that require your knowledge of your religion to do the job. Those religious beliefs of your personal denomination match the religious beliefs of the organization that's hiring you. Because after all, you need to know the religious beliefs that you have to do the job. This is not that far-fetched. If you think it's an option for you, give me an email. I'll send you more information. And option number 9, consider a J1. A J1 is a cultural exchange visitor, and there are all kinds of kooky categories in this program of J1. You could be anything from a summer worker working at a grocery store to a nuclear scientist coming here as a visiting scholar researcher. You can be an au pair or babysitter. It's a kooky, you could be a student. I mean, it's not, you could be an intern, a trainee. It's crazy. It's a crazy category. So the trick with the J1 is you've got to find the right program and have the right reason for participating in that program. But I can help you figure out if it's a realistic option for you. So there you have it. You've got 9 choices, and I came up with those right off the top of my head. Together, you're just as smart as I am. 2 smart people coming together in conversation. There may be even some more choices I haven't thought about yet. So all I can tell you is be patient if you want to stay here. It's an outrage. And if you're not outraged, you're not paying attention. Give us a call. I'll help you to the best of my ability. I will help you. Thanks.